all those teenies. And you can see how many teenies right here. Minus 21.59 teenies. You know, and the MMT is trading those teenies off the lows when I say it's time to get in. Because that way, the MMT is having a very enjoyable experience with their entries and executions, with convictions, without uncertainty. There is none needed here. That's the beautiful thing about being an MMT. It works. So if you ever want to sign up, get involved, hey, the MMT is a trading division. That's what it is. That's the MMT program, and all MMTs are on this platform here right now. Consolidating that move. If I move, I've got to move north. I've got them bid popping the spider right now. I've got the Dow popping to 41. So they're trying to do that little short cover right there. You can see the big buy program that just hit on the SPYs. They're buying that on the SPYs. So we can show you that here in a moment. They're moving quite quickly right now at 62 by 64 on the prints, and 64s are printing, 5s printed. So they're getting a breakout there. So you want to get net long off that bottom. I still got market orders out to buy, and they're hitting that thing. So they're trying to bid pop that right up there to that 70 penny handle on those. So directional movements are in a breakout mode. Going into the closing bell at 12:35 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Here we are going into the closing bell, and this is that 1150 put. Right now we got stocks breaking higher, going straight up, right out of the roof. And the thing about it is, we can see that SPY right now is 144.99. That was Ken Flagg had the right idea, getting long there at 145. So the SPYs broke out. We're up on the Dow 70. So we have that left movement down very sharply. That's very high increased volatility. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show people what I'm going to do. Just in case we break through that 1150, we just were at 1149.70. Now we're at 0.52. I'm going to go ahead and bid this one. I'm going to go ahead and put, because they trade, 15 minutes after hour, and put that 1150 put. They only have 5 minutes to push that through there. However, I'm going to throw that bid in after hours out there, 15 minutes after the hour at 12.75. That's my buy. Okay, wait a second. We're going to hit a 1275 on the lower end. We were having a problem with doing that because the prices were running so fast that it froze that. So here we go. We're going to hit OK. That's our price, 1150 at 1275. Hit OK. So now that we hit OK, of course that's away from the price, but we're kind of fading going into the last few minutes. The chances of getting hit are very slim. However, that order right now is getting wholesale down there at $12.75 and hit OK. All right, they slid the bid, so we ain't going to see that. So the thing about it, well, look, I had the right bids on this. The high was $29. I'm down here. These trade 15 minutes after the hour. So we're going to keep those bids down there to see exactly what happens, MMTs. Thanks for asking. Here we go. That's the closing bell right there. These trade 15 minutes after the hour. They have firmed up 18.5 by 2090 on that 1150 put. S&P is at 1150. 47.57 going right into the closing bell. And we had a big intraday reversal right there into the closing bell. We probably dropped a good few pennies in that spider. You can see it right here. When we were breaking out, we were up there making that high up there. When we broke up above that 99 pennies, we hit 4 pennies. I watched them slide that bid. So looks like you got on the tape so far at a close of 114.76. Nope, changed to 6.7. So the tape is going to settle out right on the closing bell. So basically the Dow is up 46, NASDAQ 100 up 1.44, the NASDAQ comp is up 9.82, and the S&P 500 1147.62 right below that key 1150 strike that we talk about, that you got to break through there to get to the upper side, up around that 1170 5 to 9 handle, right in somewhere in there. Because if you break through 80 pennies, you can easily see 1200 on the S&P. But anyway, we priced it accordingly on that 1150 put. The high of that put today was $29, and the lowest print was $19, and it closed at 19.40. And right next door to it, you can see the money flow where they broke that spider out, and that's why this 1150 put is a price at another market, and that's that one that we put those bids out on. That's that $12.75 penny mark, and that's if you break through 115 on the SPY clean, right through 115.70 on high volume, then I could start to feel better, MMTs. But it's perfectly range bound, so don't worry. And we don't look at it in those terms. The penny up action and the penny down, so the long and the shorts, they add up. They add up. So basically, I'm going to conclude the closing bell on the 1150 put option along with the spider. Okay? And $438 million went in it on $196 million block buying, or block shares, total shares. But there were big block shares that were in that 196 million shares there. So basically, we were looking for blocks of, 150,000 if we could ever see any of those. I didn't see any on the tape, but then again, I wasn't sitting there watching it all day. We were doing lots of other trades. So we'll run a volume. We'll see where the big blocks of volume were bought on the SPY in that $438 million money flow.